Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. It is Monday, April the 20th. All right, guys, we are in the first day of Taurus season. Woo, 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 woo. All right. Anybody who's celebrating their birthday for this Taurus season, I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe, joyful time. All right, guys. Even if you don't celebrate, I just hope you guys have peace, okay, and love, and whatever it is that you guys are manifesting. I hope you guys get what you desire during this Taurus season. Even if it's not your birthday during this Taurus season, I just hope you guys are able to manifest whatever it is that you guys want when it comes to being grounded at this time or trying to ground yourself at this time. All right, guys. Now, I will be using my personalized deck, so let's jump right into it and see what you might need to know. All right, the time right now is 9:49 a.m. Okay, so let's see what messages I can give to you guys at this time when it comes to the collective. All right, guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Even if you didn't do anything this weekend, I still hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. All right, it's a brand new week. All right, it's Monday. If you're not having a good day, that's okay. Allow yourself to go through whatever emotions that you're feeling, and then tomorrow's a brand new day. All right, guys, just shake it off, you know? Well, not everything you can shake off, but you know what I mean, guys. All right, so let's see. All right. Ooh. First card right away. All right, some of you guys are into healing work. Maybe you guys are healers, maybe spiritual advisors, but there's something about you being connected to your heart chakra at this time, or just heart-centered energy at this time, okay? You could be West Indian, or there's something about West Indian culture. For some of you guys could be connected to your ancestors at this moment. For some of you, you may have curly, wavy hair, okay? But there's something about being playful, and this energy has been showing up a lot recently, okay? Some of you guys are showing up as very playful, okay? This is showing up as someone when it comes to beauty and freedom, having freedom. So maybe you guys wear your hair curly and, you know, out, and that is something that maybe allows you to feel more free because you feel like, you know, you're not constricted. I don't know if someone resonates with this message in a sense when it comes to like the analogy in the message itself, but there's something about someone's curly, wavy, coily hair. Doesn't matter what culture you're from. I mean, you could be West Indian, but it doesn't matter right now because I'm just trying to tell you how it resonates in a sense. There's something about when you put your hair in a ponytail, or you slick your hair back, or you do something that's like a tight style, it almost feels like you're constricted. And the moment you release yourself, like you wear your hair out, whether this is it being curly or straight, basically there's no ponytails or no hair ties or anything like that. There's something about your energy when you wear your natural hair, or when you wear your hair like open, there's something about it being an antenna. Okay, you receive downloads, or there's something about an antenna where it's like your messages are channeled from your crown, basically. So take what resonates with that. Crown chakra energy is very significant. Okay, maybe you guys have activated your crown chakra. Okay, some of you guys are singers as well. Okay, so this could be singing, this could be humming, okay, whatever it is that you guys do, but there's something about connection. Okay, you guys are connected to your inner roots, maybe your inner knowing, okay, and that's beautiful, right? Social media could be significant. Maybe you guys post on social media. The universe is saying to continue posting on social media, okay? Maybe you guys have been doing a lot of cleansing rituals, right? So that could be significant too. Maybe you guys could be thinking about cleansing your energy. So sea salt, or like Epsom salt, or there's something about Epsom or sea salt baths, right? Take what resonates with that. If you're not able to like go to a foot spa specialist or whatever the case is, there's something about releasing your energy when it comes to maybe you guys doing like an Epsom salt soak or sea salt soak, but just maybe having like a basin where you put your foot inside of, right? And in that basin, when you put your foot inside of it, it's like you're able to release, or whatever the situation is, right? But that's the energy that I'm picking up for some of you guys. Like you guys could be thinking about doing a cleanse, okay? But even if you did do a cleanse, right, over the last few days as well, because remember there was a new moon that showed up. So maybe you guys did a cleanse before the new moon cycle, and then the new moon showed up, which was in Aries and Taurus. But Spirit is saying you've done it. All right, guys, you guys have achieved a level of, you know, empowerment and joy at this time, which is beautiful, okay? So We have possibilities from the divine. Okay, for some of you guys, ice skating could be significant. There's something about being focused at this time, peace, right? Even if you guys were facing any challenges, you guys were able to still find some type of fluidity in whatever you guys were dealing with. Okay, phone calls could be significant too, and heated blanket. Okay, so take what resonates with that too. Okay, there's something about comfort. Okay, when it comes to your energy, animals could be very significant. Maybe you guys love animals, or there's something about your energy when it comes to, you know, companionship and teaching people when it comes to unconditional love, being very mindful, right? For some of you guys, when it comes to animals, it's like, you are connected to divine life and animals. Maybe you guys would rather be connected to animals than people. So there's also this energy where maybe you guys are going out into nature more, right? Like going outside more, being with nature more. It's almost like the higher you get connected to your higher self, the more that you realize that maybe you don't resonate with people as much as you thought you did. Not to say that they're not people out there, right? But they're hard to come by. But if you are in this energy where people around you are, you know, stuck in the matrix where everybody's in this hustle bustle energy, not to say that you're not, but because you're aware of it, it's like you're able to kind of take yourself out of the energy and kind of look down at like a bird's eye view. So you can see people are literally running a rat race when it comes to their life. It's like, I have to have the car, I have to have the house, I have to pay my bills, I have to this, I have to that. And a lot of times in life, we have to realize too that when it comes to this energy, it is a matrix. Now, I've said this in my readings a lot of times. I know everybody's on a different path, so it's not even being shady or anything. But I've always said in my readings that, you know, when it comes to growth, when it comes to being on your path, you may see a lot of things, and that is why you just keep to yourself and just mind your business, because how your mind operates and what you see, you also could be someone as well where even if you do talk to other people, there are some people in your energy that feel like they're more spiritually divine than you are, I guess, in some sense. And for some of you guys, you actually have a lot of spiritual divinity within you, right? So say you're the feminine, right? Not to say that the masculine is not divine. The masculine is divine, but there's something about a feminine energy where you could be around people that they talk a lot, right? And even when they're talking, you can see that there's still things that need to be healed within themselves. So there's something about also giving grace and ease to people where you may see where there's a lot of things they still need to work on, but you're just leaving them alone, because sometimes ignorance is bliss too. You know, you could be talking to people around you that have this attitude like, oh, I know it all. You know, I know it all. I know my path. I know it all, right? And sometimes you can see things that they don't see, but it's not your job either to tell people what to do either. That is their responsibility to find that out on their own. Like, you are aware about the matrix because maybe you could be older than this person, or maybe you have a lot of years of experience when it comes to the energy, right? And so, again, like I said, you were a teacher, like you were a student and a teacher, right? And for some of you guys, like I said, you could be dealing with people that, you know, you could be a guide to that person, but instead of looking at it as you being a guide to them, it's almost like they feel like when it comes to spiritual ranking, they may feel like they're at the same ranking as you, but maybe they have not done the same work as you. You know what I'm saying, guys? So you're not judging that person or that group or individual or whoever it is, but because you have a sight of seeing, there's something about you being able to see that you can tell when there's certain things certain people haven't healed from, right? And no one is perfect either, but there are different levels. Like maybe you guys are at a different frequency. So you guys could be keeping to yourself. You guys could be, you know, quiet. Maybe you're not going out your way to do certain things that you used to do, right? And that is also significant. So you do have a connection to life. Animals are very significant. Like I said, you guys could be going out in nature, feeding squirrels, being around, you know, birds, hugging trees, things like that, right? And nothing is wrong with that, because I'm going to be honest with you, society is crappy. I'm not gonna lie, society is crappy, okay? There are some people that are just evil, straight up evil. There's no explanation whatsoever for whatever behavior these people do, but some people are just straight up evil, all right? And it makes you wonder sometimes, like, oof, Thank God I'm not in that energy, and I pray for those who have been in that energy dealing with whatever evilness is out there, because it's almost like people are just so sick, right? And you could see that about people, or you can see when people are more going based off their ego, right, more than faith, right? So take what resonates with that too. But we have habits and routines changing, like I said, going with the fluidity of maybe your routines. This could be very significant too, but take what resonates with that. Like I said, yeah, you guys could be a divine feminine, like I was saying, but there's something about receiving a phone call. Now, this could be communication, or this could be self-expression, but whatever it is, you guys are intuitive when it comes to your energy, or you guys have a lot of intuitive knowing, like I said, but you bring a lot of comfort and warmth to a lot of people that are in your energy, and that is very significant. It's almost like whoever your energy is connected to, whether this is a group of people or not, you guys are somebody that, you know, you're very calm, you know, you try to be very calm despite what you guys deal with. And that could be very shocking to a lot of people too, where people may think that, you know, if they put you through certain situations that you'll just react the way that they want you to. But in actuality, you shock a lot of people when you don't react at all. Like, I feel like because you've been here so many times, like people want you to, you know, give them something that you're not going to give them. So even if people think that they have one up on you, you were already 10 steps ahead. Like when you're the Hierophant and you're the divine, especially the divine feminine as well, you can't get anything past us. And when I say us, I'm talking about myself included, because I've noticed that energy over the last few weeks where people will say and do a lot of things and think that I can't read between the lines either, you know? And I just let it go, because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to entertain this. I don't have time for this shit. Excuse my language, but it's true. It's like, I don't have time for this. Like, if you feel like you're doing something, you know, good for you, okay? But I'm just going to go outside, play in some grass, and, you know, and calm my nervous system before I entertain whatever the heck you think that, you know, you're bringing into my energy, whatever this is, right? So some of you guys could be just minding your business, but there's also this energy where as you're minding your business, you guys could be also finding out certain things about certain energies or dynamics, because it basically just proved your point. So even if people were trying to make you look like you were crazy, you're basically proving people's point, okay? Vocal expression is very significant, and truth. This is what I'm talking about. You guys may sing, okay? Singer, singing, but there's something about when it comes to truth, angel numbers, you guys will always speak your truth no matter what it is. So even if you lose that job, even if you lose that friendship, even if you lose that, you know, that family member, whatever it is, you don't care. Okay, if something is not right and it feels funky, you're gonna say something. Okay, like who wants to be in funky energy anyways? Nobody, right? And a lot of times people don't want to stand up for what they believe in because they're scared to lose their job, they're scared to lose, you know, the money, they're scared to lose the title, the authority. And some of you guys are like, I don't give a rat's behind about no damn title or authority. I'm gonna speak up. Initials P is very significant. You may have the initials P and O in your name, so take what resonates with that, okay? And initials X, okay? Now, chicken pox could be very significant. Not sure who resonates with that, but pox are significant. Chicken pox, okay, pox, whatever. Epoxy, okay, I don't know why I thought of that too, but chicken pox could be very significant, okay, or pox, okay? Now, your initials could be POX. This could be someone's initials of their name, okay? If this is not your initials, this could also talk about places, okay? This could be places in the States. This could be cities that you live in, okay? This doesn't have to necessarily like read something, okay? But there is something about when it comes to like smallpox or chicken pox, okay, take what resonates with that. But there's something about the energy when it comes to that. It's like being infectious, okay, like a viral disease. So there's something about diseases that are very significant. Okay, maybe you may know somebody who could have had chicken pox or dealt with chicken pox, especially if you have kids too, okay? That is also significant too, because again, you know, kids always end up in situations that they should not be. Like every time I see little kids, I'm like, how are you sick? Like, how are you always sick? But kids get sick so quick, right? So that could be significant. Maybe you guys could be dealing with a situation if this is about, say this is like at school, or there's a situation that could have happened, right? Take what resonates with that. But even when it comes to like, I guess, certain cultures or religions and things like that, there's something about this word too. If I'm not mistaken, right, there's something about direct manifestations that could be significant. And also when it comes to like purification, right, there's also something to do with like spiritual surrender. Okay, so when it comes to like illnesses too and spiritual healer, you could be a spiritual healer when it comes to illnesses as well, like helping people cleanse their energy, purging old energy as well is significant. Okay. Also when it comes to like, I guess, community too, right? Take what resonates with that as well. But there's something about that too when it comes to like Buddhism, that could be significant too. But there is something about imbalances, right? And there's certain things that you could be doing when it comes to like spiritual remedies, things like that, okay? But even when it comes to like surrendering, forgiveness, and embracing like the divine mother. Okay, like I said, divine feminine energy is very significant. You are somebody who surrenders. Okay, now there's something about visiting goddess energy as well. Somebody could be visiting you when it comes to karmic cleansing, right? Purging, mortality, that kind of stuff. That may not be the same for everybody, but take what resonates with that. And that's the energy that I'm picking up as well. So yeah, that could be confirmation too. All right. So let's see what else shows up. But that's so weird how that word just spelt that. Now, it may not be pox. This could be, like I said, certain countries, states, cities that you guys live at. Okay, this could be your first, middle, last name. It doesn't have to be, but take what resonates in that sense, okay? We also have here condo and apartment. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's something about a new chapter. Okay, so like I said, if this is about cleansing and releasing and stuff like that and surrendering, you guys could be moving somewhere different. Okay, you guys could be moving. There's something about also getting approved wherever it is that you guys are moving towards. Now, this could be privacy. Okay, there's something about getting the green light when it comes to success and doors opening. Maybe you guys, like I said, this could be a new chapter, or you guys could be, starting something new that requires more privacy. But it is actually okay for you to move forward, whatever this energy is. Okay, it is definitely okay. There's something about love being in the air. We have dancing lessons that are very significant. So being in rhythm and flow could also resonate for some of you guys. Maybe you guys are into dancing, okay, or maybe you guys want to take a lesson or two. But even when it comes to just being in rhythm and flow and just creative flow and just learning and being in this joyful energy, this is what's showing up for some of you guys. It's like you guys are learning to be in this energy of lightness, and you guys are attracting so much because of the chemistry that you have, right? New York is very significant. This could talk about new opportunities, higher truths, right? You speaking your truth, and receiving gifts from others could be very significant because your energy is like a sunflower. It's like when you look at a sunflower is always looking up because of the sun. So sun energy is significant. Okay, the color yellow is very significant with, solar plexus energy. Some of you guys have this I can energy, and it's beautiful. It may not be easy sometimes, but the fact that you're willing to still fight for what you want and move forward with passion and strength and dignity, it's a beautiful thing to see, right? So take what resonates. It may not resonate for everybody, but that could be confirmation and clarity for some of you guys too, so let's see what else shows up. Yeah, shadow movement, spirit presence, okay, intuition. This is about seen and unseen forces or energy. Some of you guys are an anchor, okay? There's something about you being grounded or grounding in energy when it comes to you, especially us being in Taurus season. Like I said, we're talking about being grounded, rooted, and steady, okay? So that could be something that you guys are doing at this time. And like I said, this could be new energy for some of you guys. Maybe some of you guys are learning what it is like to ground yourself, right? And that could be something new. But you are the key holder for some of you guys. You guys hold information. There's something about having access to truth and insight when it comes to your guys' energy, right? So let me see what else I got for you guys before I get to the next two decks, because I got two more decks, this one and another one, and then I'll end out the reading for you guys. And last week I wanted to do a reading for you guys, but something happened in my energy, unfortunately, because I said I don't live alone. So there was some chaos and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to do a reading with this kind of energy. No, I don't like that, especially with readings. I'm very sensitive to that. I don't like doing readings when my energy and my environment is weird. I hate that. So that is why I'm very particular about how I post, because that can also be picked up in the reading, and I would hate that, you know? So again, there's a reason why when it comes to readings too, that is also significant as well. Some of you guys could be the same way, where it's almost like if you're not in a good mood or if the energy does not feel right, you are not going to put content or energy out there. It's like going out with your friend, knowing that you're in a bad mood, but your friend is in a good mood and you bringing the energy down, that kind of thing, right? Some of you guys are very aware in that sense. So that is why you guys maybe, you know, move the way that you move or do things the way that you do, okay? Winter is very significant. Maybe you guys could have had a moment of stillness and clarity, okay? But whatever this is, you guys are gifted, okay? Your intuition is very significant. Social media showing up here again, okay? So take what resonates with that. That is definitely confirmation for some of you guys. Some of you guys could be on social media. Maybe you're posting on social media, but just know that whatever it is that you're doing, it's bringing in positive energy and good energy. And maybe you guys are feeling that, okay? Maybe you guys are feeling that. You may not see it right now, but you guys could feel the energy in itself. And that's a beautiful thing. Right now, it's angel number 1010 on the time right now too. So that could be confirmation for some of you guys when it comes to wholeness. Wholeness, you know, completing cycles. 1 talks about new beginnings. 0 talks about divine reset. So there's something about starting over again, okay? But whatever it is that you're starting over again, it's allowing you to move forward in this new beginning, and you guys are feeling complete, right? Whether this is with kids, no kids, friends, no friends, you guys are feeling complete at this time, okay? So we have the North Pole, all right? So the Arctic is very significant. This is about balance, okay? Like I said, stillness, winter. So there's something that happened in the winter time where you guys received clarity, okay? You guys maybe were going within. Reflection is significant, okay? But there's something about when it comes to your energy, you guys are showing up as someone that maybe you guys work with higher forces, but there is something about clarity, okay? And illumination. Barbados is very significant. This is about sunshine. Like I said, when you think of a sunflower, you think of the sun, right? So sunshine is significant. Clarity, relaxation, adventure. Okay, Cyprus, right? When it comes to grief, maybe you guys have mourned your past you, or you guys have emotionally released a lot of things that don't serve you. And now you guys are going into peace and renewal, which is very brand new. Like I said, for some of you, United States showed up. Okay, especially with New York and United States, like I said, there's something about an opportunity where there could be something to do with possibilities when it comes to individuality. Now, equality could be very significant, and there could be something with that when it comes to dealing with the states. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but you guys can read between the lines when it comes to that. But there is something about, if this is in your personal life and not globally, this could be about learning to be more open when it comes to the possibilities that are around you, right? But also learning to step into your own individuality as well, right? Romania is significant. Some of you guys, like I said, you guys could be dealing with, you know, draining energy. So there's something about you being aware of vampire ties, okay? This could be in Romania itself, or there's something about draining energy that you guys are significantly aware about, okay? Being protected at this moment as well. But there's something about awareness of hidden forces that you guys could be aware about when it comes to the collective, okay? Lion energy, this is about courage, leadership, fire, strength, protector, pride, okay? So for some of you guys, like I said, with the sunflower showing up in at the bottom of the deck, okay, when I think of sunflowers, I think of Leo energy, right? So even Leo energy is significant. Learning to step into your fire, learning to step into your strength, okay? Even if you don't have Leo placements, just being comfortable, you know, in that energy and working through that. So if you're somebody that was working on your courage or working on your strength and learning to, like, put yourself out there, just know that obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but be proud of the little steps that you take, right? Like, it's baby steps at the end of the day, okay? But anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you guys whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you guys in the next reading or video. All right, guys, I love you guys. You know, catch me on my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or check out my blog, especially with it being in Taurus season right now. I did post something about that too, so check that out, and follow me on YouTube and TikTok. All right, guys, love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next reading. All right, bye.